It's your boy JR, and you tuning in right now to episode 1 of God's Gift. Make sure you stream my new EP on all platforms out right now. Let's get it.
Don't know what they on, but I know when I'm on.
God's Gift came about, I just felt like I ain't dropped an EP in a little while. I had a lot of my supporters reaching out to me about music, and so I'm just like, you know what? Once I get my mind right, because I've been dealing with regular everyday life stuff, my personal stuff, so, which is more important than music. I just had to, get myself together. I wasn't really thinking about music at the time, so when I came about it, I started writing a few songs, and I'm like, sometimes you make so much good music, you hear people say you make good music, you don't really how can I word it? Like, you don't really seize the moment. So it's like, as I was writing, I felt myself getting better. So, with giving myself a compliment, I wanted to make sure I put in who gave me the gift. So that's how God Gift came about. My stage name is JR, not JR215. I know it say that on the platforms, but everybody got JR on Apple Music, so I'm gonna have to put a 215 for it to stand out. But just call me JR. It's just JR. 215 was for the platforms. If you know me before music, you know my name was J-Rock, so that's just what JR stand for. So I felt like a lot of rappers is J-Rock, so when I shortened it to JR, I found out it was a lot of JR, so I just added the 215. So it's just strictly JR, not 215 when you say my name. But when you search me, you gotta put the 215, unfortunately. I grew up in North Philly, right off 25th and Cecil B. Moore, right on Nicholas Street, 2539. I grew up there my whole life. I moved up to Northeast probably at like close to 17, 18, something like that. So yeah, I spent my whole life, just about my whole childhood in North Philly. Just like any other neighborhood, good, bad, it wasn't nothing. I guess I could say it wasn't too crazy to me because like growing up in it, you adapt to it. So now fast forward, you're so used to it, even though it's worse right now, but you got your good and your bad with anywhere you live at. I think my favorite thing about me making music is, I guess me just being in love with music. Like, cause I started off selling CDs. I used to sell CDs and DVDs. Shout out to my cousin A, recipes to A. I used to sell DVDs for A. One time she bought me a whole box of DVDs to sell for, and I was supposed to split it. I burnt her for the bread. But yeah, like I always was into music. Like I went from selling CDs to low end, my classmates MP3 players up to their iPods. Then I went to a DJ. Now I make music, so it's always been about music. So I think it just was, made for me to rap. My favorite moment so far of being a rapper, by far, would have to be my concert. I threw my own concert back in June called You Know the Vibes. And, it just was, it felt good because I do a lot of showcases, but it felt good to like go into a place where people actually know your lyrics and, hearing people say, just getting a small taste of it, getting ready for a big stage, it just felt amazing to see, the support. I don't remember how many people came out, but it was good enough for me, to see that, people believe in my music. It was enough to motivate me and keep me going. And, I appreciated that. And that was like one of my biggest moments so far. It would have to be that. And when people write me about my music touching them, that's a big thing for me, because there's a difference between liking somebody's music and actually like being able to get healed from somebody's music, or somebody's music being able to touch you. Like I feel like that's deeper. It's deeper than music. It's actually a conversation. So I feel that's my biggest things for making music so far. You know, touching people with my music and the concept.
So for me to tell niggas I need to cancel something, my nigga, cause I need to work on this fucking this music, my nigga, that means I need to take fucking food out my son mouth so I can work on this fucking music, my nigga. It's not fucking easy.